Good evening everyone. I am Kamali working as a physics teacher. Today I would like to discuss about the topic motion. Before understanding about the word motion, we shall see the previous knowledge regarding this motion. This motion comes from mechanics. Mechanics is a branch of physics which deals with the motion of non-living things in our everyday life. And from mechanics, we can see two branches, kinematics and dynamics. Here, kinematics is a branch of mechanics which deals with the motion of a body without considering how the motion is caused. Here, dynamics deals with the motion and it is a branch of mechanics. It deals with the motion with considering the forces which causes the objects to come into motion. Here we should consider what type of forces makes the object to come into motion. That comes under the dynamics. So let us get into the word motion in detail. Motion. In our daily life, we see different types of motion, like birds flying, buses moving on the road, trains moving on tracks, etc. Apart from these motions, we ourselves experience motion by walking, running, jumping, cycling, etc. We can see different types of motions, isn't it? To understand this motion, we shall define this first. How can we define? After defining the motion, we shall see some examples. So, a body is said to be in motion when it moves from one place to another place. When the body moves from one place to another place with respect to the surroundings in a given time, then we can say that the object is in motion. Then here we can see an object or a person is at a point. After some time, after a given time, with respect to the surroundings, when he changes his place, we can say that the man in a given time has changed his position from one point to another point. That means the man is in motion. Okay. Basing on this motion, we can also discuss about when we can say that object is in rest and when we can say that object is in motion. Previously we discussed that motion. A body is said to be in motion when it moves from one place to another place with respect to the surroundings in a given time. Here, how can we define this word, this term rest? A body is said to be in rest when it does not change its position with respect to the surroundings in a given time. When there is no change in its position, then we can say that the object is in rest position. Okay? We shall see the examples basing on motion and rest. Okay, we shall see a person. A person is in a moving bus. According to the surroundings, a person who is according to the surroundings, when the observer is outside the bus, he observes that the bus is in motion and the person is also in motion. Basing on the observer who is outside the bus. According to the person inside the bus, here we can see A and B, two passengers inside the bus and a person waiting at the bus stop, C person C. According to the person C, A and B and the bus are in motion. According to this person C. According to the person A and B, to each other, both are in rest. Okay, understood now? Here, basing on their position, basing on the observer, we can say that one time we can say they are in rest position, and basing on the inside the AB and observers, we can say that the persons are in motion. Okay, rest and motion both are relative terms. It depends on the observer. So, rest and motion are relative relative terms. Okay. One more example we shall see here. A man, a person in the boat, and here river bank. With respect to the boat, the person who is inside the boat, with respect to the boat, the person is in rest. With respect to boat, person is at rest. Okay. With respect to river bank, person is in motion. See here, after some time the person moves from one place to middle place of the river to the river bank. That means he changed his position. This makes the person to be in motion with respect to the river bank. The same person with respect to the boat, he is sitting on the boat. With respect to the boat, he is in rest position. Basing on this example, we can say that rest and motion, or motion and rest, are relative terms. In few situations, according to surroundings, once the person may be at rest and once the person may be in motion. Okay. One more example. A girl on the swing in the garden. Okay. Here, with respect to the swing, the girl is at seat. She sat on the swing now. With respect to this seat, the girl is at rest. With respect to seat of a swing, girl is at rest. Now, with respect to the garden, what could be the girl's position? Girl is in motion. Okay. With respect to the swing of a seat of a swing, girl is at rest. Then with respect to the garden, girl is in motion. She moves now, she swings in the garden on the seat, on the swing. Then she moves from one place to another place in a oscillatory motion. Here the type of motion, we have types of motion. Here she swings, she makes a motion called oscillatory motion. That means to and fro motion crosses from reference point. Here, this is one of the examples to understand the relative terms called rest and motion. Okay, that is about the motion, and we shall see, basing on this motion, we shall discuss few more points regarding uniform motion and non-uniform motion. First we shall say uniform motion. Uniform motion means we can say that when the object moves with equal intervals of time, equal distances in equal intervals of time. So then we can say it is moving with a uniform motion. Equal intervals and equal distances. First equal distances and equal intervals. Okay. Equal distances and equal intervals causes uniform motion. Best example is clock. So for every 5 minutes, equal intervals now, it moves equal distances. Clock is the best example for uniform motion. Next, non-uniform motion. We can define this non-uniform motion. When the object moves equal distances in unequal intervals of time. equal distances in unequal intervals of time, or vice versa. Or we can say like this: if a body moves unequal distances in equal intervals of time, okay, then the body is said to be in non-uniform motion. So we can see best example, a butterfly. How the butterfly flies? Will it maintain equal intervals, equal distances? No. So it may go in random position. Okay. So when it doesn't maintain, when the butterfly doesn't maintain here equal distances, and it also doesn't maintain equal timings. So we can say that the movement of this butterfly from one flower to another flower, that the butterfly has maintained non-uniform motion. Okay.